You seem pretty cool. Boy, was I a fool. Miss Queen, bitch.
Concentrate, I don't care what you wandering landscape. Lives that betrayed, and only go askew. For one night, I want to believe. In the light of darkness I see, in the heart of wonder I believe. In a world I could still achieve. Silence night bound, in chaotic nightmare. While this was murdered suffer we stay. Starlight finding place for the path I see.
around my neck, placing the blame again. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. You came into my life, creating nothing but strife. The hell you dragged me in? Why don't you jump off a bridge? Complaining all the time, full of fucking lies. You took advantage of my damage. I couldn't stand it, taking your shit out on me. You're the worst fucking disease. So done with your insecurity. Always fucking with my head, twisting everything I said. You entitled piece of shit. This is where it is. You are venomous, sink fangs into my skin, coiled around my neck. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Go! I finally realized you were worth my time. You left a permanent stain. I hate you for that pain. You are venomous, coiled around my neck. Shouldn't have let you in. At least I'll never do it again.
want to watch it burn. Let's light the world on fire. I want to watch it burn. Let's light the world on fire. I want to watch it burn. Na 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 na. Let's light the world on fire. I want to watch it burn. Let's light the world on fire. I want to watch it burn.
Despite my concessions, I still need last confessions. Murdered in my own home, full pardon for a job well done. A job well done. Lights out. Locked and loaded. Lights out. Locked and loaded. They're coming for you. Left with thinking this can happen to me, and I can promise that you're not safe. It's what understands. Looks like what's my life. My life. Lights out. Locked and loaded. Lights out. King of the castle, what will you do when your captain's involved you? Surrounded by shields that never served you, then blue lions tell
Right, meow.
I'm getting real tired of people letting me down. Promise me again that you'll stick around. I keep forgetting that I don't need another hassle. This is my disease. Let me down. Doors closed. Only need this one. He's the one I chose. You talk a big game, that you have what it takes. The smell of cash, and you walk away. Let me down. Doors closed. Only need this one. He's the one I chose. I keep letting fools in that I don't need. I've been tempted off with you with speed. You let me down. Doors closed. Only need this one. He's the one I chose. He's the one I chose.
Go again.
Da 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 da. Just don't get it, never understand. Don't get it, no, you just don't
Sure.
like a heat wave. One lightning is bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby is in the heart of every schoolgirl, and love me tender leaves them crying in the yards. The way he moved was innocent, so sweet and true. Always wanting more. He leave you longing for black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Every word of every song that he sang was for you. And in a flash he was gone. It happened so soon. What could you do? Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please, yeah. Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet, slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you
darkness I see in the
bitch away. Smoking mirrors when our friends come around. Won't never let them see what's really going down. It's a battle that I always lose. I can't seem to do nothing right by you. 'Cause fucking and fighting is all that we do. I don't understand why I'm still here with you. Didn't know there'd be hell to pay. Feels like she's trying to take me to an early grave. But at the end of the day, there's nothing left to see. Sometimes you gotta throw the whole bitch away. Didn't know there'd be hell to pay. It's like she's trying to take me to an early grave. But at the end of the day, there's nothing left to see. I didn't.
For some reason, it likes to loop around again with the video. Anywho, good morning, guys. How are you? So I guess Steve is having problems with his phone. His microphone is not working this morning. So we are going to try to reset Steve's morning chat interview for a different day. We will continue to play music if you guys want to stay tuned. We don't really have any updates besides the artist interview January 26th out at Leo's Live with Power Surge. We will be having a masquerade party at 6 o'clock at Leo's Live January 26th with Power Surge for their artist interview. We do them once a month out at Leo's on the 26th. So if you guys don't have anything, mark it in your calendars. Come out, support live music. It is a free thing. We do $5 at the door just so we can provide the next interview for the next artist. But besides that, come out and have a good time. Sit with the artist. You can even have dinner if you would like to as well. Oh, I think he just popped in. Let me see if we can add him if he's working. No, he's not working. How about no? Can
Hello?
you hear me?
Hello? I can
I
hear
mean,
you.
we can hear you, but can you hear us?
I could hear you.
All right. Well, that's good.
We're in?
Well, yeah. Yes, sir. You got it.
So you can hear. Excuse me.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Good morning.
You gotta love the beauty of life. So
I mean, you've got to love the beauty of technology in general, I reckon.
yeah. So I have the headphones in, but I'm afraid to unplug them. I mean, I got this. Looks like I got speakerphone on, but if you can hear me, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. How are you doing?
After being aggravated for a couple minutes, I'm actually doing quite well. So
Well, that's yeah. You just got to kind of roll with it, roll with the punches. It's quite all right.
yeah. Well, we're here. We're good. So let's get the show on the road.
That's right. I was just telling everybody about our artist interview that we have coming up in January on the 26th out at Leo's Live. We do a artist interview once a month on the 26th, and celebrate an artist. So we're going to be celebrating Power Surge out there at Leo's on the 26th.
Very cool.
Speaking of coming up stuff, do you have anything upcoming and what you are doing?
Right now, my band, we're working towards the next record album. I'm old school, but we've been rehearsing. We're going to go back into the rehearsal this Wednesday, tomorrow, to work on some more material, hoping to start recording in May and have the album out by August. That seemed to work a couple of years ago when it was just Mike, the drummer, and I working on the album, which became Mood Swings. Now
Right.
we have his bass player, Brian, playing with me, which is awesome. So it speeds the process up because I just have to focus on my guitar. As far as live shows, nothing on the horizon. So just focusing on the new CD.
Irene said good morning to you and good morning, cuz. Irene.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good
Yes.
morning, Miss
She's
Irene. How are
my
you?
backup.
Good morning, Miss Irene. That's actually pretty cool. So that guitar solo that you sent me, that was all you?
The two songs?
Yes, sir.
Well, I played all the guitar and the bass on those, and Mike did all the drums. And he also helped engineer and mix it. He's got his own band, Attacker, it's a heavy metal band. And he's got his own studio in Jersey City called Band Mother Recording. That's where we rehearse and we record the music. So he's going to be on the next album. I'm just playing guitar on this album, and Brian Smith, who's also an Attacker with Mike, he's going to play bass on the CD because I was going to play bass on it, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to play guitar on it, and Brian said he would step in, which was great. So that makes I think it makes all of our lives a lot easier because now things are spread out a little more. We can just really fine tune our craft, so to speak, and it's just a weight off my shoulders because I mean I'm a good bass player, but Billy Sheehan's not going to lose sleep over me. So I think Brian do the job a lot better than myself.
I can understand that. Well, I mean, I sing. I don't do anything else. So I don't,
Nope.
Yeah, I did play violin in, what was it, middle school? Middle school and first year of high school. So yeah, the violin was one of my favorite things.
And yeah.
That I never really got into the guitar. I always wanted to. Maybe there's still time to come.
Well, I mean, I've been a teacher for 27 years, and I've had students my age. I'm 53, and I have a student now. He's 66, and
Okay.
usually people around that age will say the same thing to me: "Is it too late? And did I miss the boat?" And I'm like, you know what? If it's something you enjoy doing, you do it. Nobody should stop you. And even if you know four chords in the truth, if it moves you, if it makes you happy, then that's all you care about. I mean, not everybody's looking to be a guitar god. So
That's right.
if you just,
Well,
because
I
I mean,
mean-
the guy that I'm teaching now, the first words out of his mouth, he says, "Look, I'm not trying to be Richie Blackmore." And I said, "Well, that's my job," and I said, "But you just want to learn a few chords, then great."
Well,
Kim from
yes.
England.
Yes, it's never too
Sorry.
late to learn, Kimberly. Like, yeah, I don't know if you were watching a couple seasons, like a couple morning shows ago, but we had Clint on from the Silverback Rock and Roll Band. He actually went to law school at 60.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
yeah. And mastered it. I thought that was pretty hot, It's never
Well,
too late to do
you
what
know,
the hell you want.
Exactly. I mean, unfortunately, especially in the music world, there's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Like an age kind of thing. I don't know the exact word I'm looking for. Like a timestamp. Like you have to be a certain age, or else you miss the boat. And that's an 80s thing. If you didn't make it by the time you're 22, you kiss your career goodbye. And You know, I mean, you have guys again my age, older, that are putting out CDs, that are touring. You know, there really shouldn't be an age limit. That's what I was trying to think of. And
No,
you
there
know,
definitely
if the music
shouldn't.
moves you, you know, I mean, granted, you're not going to be 60 in a boy band. You know, I think that's kind of absurd. But then again, you know, you see like New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys are touring. So I mean, what do I know? You know, but they're established. You know, if you're 60 trying to make it in a boy band, I don't know what to tell you. So it's going to be kind of silly. So, but if the I can't talk. If the music moves you, see, I need more coffee. Then you're
Yeah,
good.
I don't think you. I mean, I don't care if you're 60 years old and in a boy band or not. I mean, if it makes you want to do it, then fucking do it. I mean, my thing is you know, everybody has you know, a stamp on everything. You got to be married by this time. You got to have kids. You've got to go to college. You've got to. No, the hell you don't. You've got 80 years, 90 years on this planet, and it's your timeline. It's not anybody else's timeline. I mean, and if you're here to impress everybody else, then I'm sorry for you.
Exactly.
But me, I don't, you know, I just you know, I don't really write. I kind of gave that opinion up a long time ago. You know, everybody else's opinion really doesn't matter. I mean, if you are doing what you love and what you cherish within your heart, then, and you're not hurting anybody by doing it, then have at it. So
No, I agree. So hopefully, what I said about being 60 in a boy band doesn't sound dumb. I'm just trying to think of like a
oh,
type of scenario. You know, it's music shouldn't have an age limit. It really shouldn't. Unfortunately, in this industry, there is an expiration date on the bottom of everybody's shoes. So,
I mean,
I just think if whatever's in your heart, you do it.
I think that if things are well rounded and well put together, you can accomplish anything. And it regardless if
You're
you're
right.
70, 80 years old trying to make it big. I mean, I mean, there's always miracles. Miracles happen every day. And, you know,
Oh, yeah.
even if it's just one time, you know, it is what it is. I mean, but
Well, I
stick
mean, you
with your
see,
dream. That's right.
yeah.
Age
I
is
mean,
only
I don't
but a
watch.
number.
I don't. Yeah,
I didn't hear
you
you,
know,
my
I
love.
don't watch stuff, but I know once in a while. I said I don't watch American Idol and all that stuff, but once in a while they'll have a guy on there. He's like, you know what? I'm not here to win. I just want to sing. He's like 60, 70 years old, and he blows everybody's doors off.
That's right.
You know, he's better
That's
than the
right.
20. He's 20 better than the 20-year-olds that are trying to sound like Mariah Carey, you know, and whoever else. So, you know, you know, you do what's in your heart. You know, and if it looks silly, fine, look silly, but do it because you enjoy it.
I mean, I think, you know, people just think too much about what other people think. It's just not you
Yeah,
know, just do it.
exactly.
So, do you have now we were talking, me and actually Jennifer were talking about putting an event together out at where Miss Jennifer works at, for like a drum circle type event. You should get the boys to get together and come out there if you can.
It would be really awesome. You know, a nice trip to
Okay.
Florida.
Oh man, talk about that intuition insight right there, boy. I love that. Good morning, princess. That's Miss Jennifer. She said good morning. As soon as you came in, too. That's cute. I like that. I like that a lot.
Part of
I like that a lot. What was that? What'd you say?
I said it was part of her plan. She was waiting. She was
Yeah,
waiting for you to say her name. Time.
yeah. Well, yeah. she's a beautiful soul, man, and she's got nothing but good, just a good heart. So,
Absolutely.
but yes, she's a sweet soul. Anyway, what else do you have planned for this year besides getting the rest of the album together?
Well, I do a lot of teaching. I teach 7 days a week. So fortunately, it's something I love to do.
Right.
I teach in a store 3 days a week, and I teach privately, going to people's homes the rest of the week. Outside of all that, my time is spent, just hanging back. Did I freeze?
A little bit. It's okay. I'm waiting for you to come back. It's fine. I can
Okay.
still hear you.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on, but yeah, I mean, I spent years. Hold on one second. Yeah, I spent years, in an office, and it was dismal. I'm a free spirited person. I need to be creative. I'll do my walks in the morning. I'll take photos. When it's a nice sunny day out. And I
Right.
post stuff online. Everybody goes, "Oh, I love your photography." I mean, to me, that's just a hobby. It's not something I'm looking to do professionally. But being creative, being in the moment is something I cherish. And when you're working 9 to 5 jobs, that definitely hinders things. And you're around people, at least to me, I was always around people that, they didn't understand me. They didn't get what I was coming from. And, and why can't you, I used to hear the same things, when are you going to get a haircut? When are you going to grow out of metal? And when are you going to do this? It's just like, why are you telling me what to do? I'm at a point in my life now where, like I said, all I do is teach. I create music. I write music. I perform once in a while. I'll go to see some friends' bands. I'm happier now than I've been in recent times, and my life is just come as you are. Just don't trip over the furniture, and I'm all right.
Irene said creative runs in our blood.
Yes. Her parents and my father, very artistic. Very artistic people, and I could speak for my cousin who just popped in. We have to be creative. We have to be, whether you're just writing words on a blog or for me, I pick up my guitar, I strum 3 chords, and if an idea comes out, great. If not, that's okay. Not every day I have to have inspiration, but
Right.
I love knowing that I could pick up a guitar and say, I can do this. I can really focus on it. This is what I was chosen to do. And I just keep moving.
Right. That's awesome. I love that. Well, I'm going to have to talk to you about guitar lessons. I'm actually supposed to be hitting up with, Jiminy Christmas, Rick Graham. And Rick Graham's supposed to be running through some things with me. So, yeah. But that's something that's been on my list for like a long time. I played violin in high school and in middle school, and I absolutely loved it. But I didn't put as much attention to it as I should have. I mean, I was very good. I was very, very good. I actually, when I was in 6th grade, I sat in with the high school band and played with them. But
Oh,
I
wow.
just I never, it was made fun of, when I was, when I was in middle school. It wasn't cool to
You were
play
made
the
fun of.
It wasn't cool. Back then it was like, I mean, music really just wasn't. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't my number one main priority back then. So I
Right.
did get into it. I do love music. I just, the violin just wasn't something that clicked with me. I mean, was I very good at it? Absolutely. But did I like to do it? No. So I think I would like, something better, different.
Well,
I don't know.
I
Just
think
wasn't
it's a shame. Yeah. I'm sorry if there's a delay. I feel like I'm interrupting. I don't mean it. I don't know if there's a delay.
No, you're not. You're not. I just sometimes it comes in pieces.
Yeah, I don't want to look like I'm cutting you off. So, but I was going to say, you know, when it comes to music and any art form, unfortunately, from what I've seen, you're going to get put down. You're going to get made fun of. I think because non-creatives, and if I'm wrong, please tell me.
Oh no,
They
you're
don't
right.
understand our headspace. They don't understand it. So when you're around creative types, they'll get it, you know. But
Right.
if you're, I think if you're super passionate about something, that can either scare people or inspire people.
Right.
And you know, playing the violin, you know, on your end, you know, I always said this about when I was in sales. Was I good at it? Yes. Did I like it? No. Somehow I fell into that role. I call it a trap. And I'm like, this can't be my life. You know, I don't want to be in sales. Yet I knew I have the gift of gab and I never bullshit anybody. I would just shoot straight and people would want to work with me. And I guess the same thing applies to music or even sports. I mean, I know, you know, a lot of parents where they force their kids to play sports because you'll get into better colleges. And if the kid's not enjoying it, why are you pushing them? And I really believe that if something stirs you, you know, it could be, you know, beekeeping. If that really moves you, then you do it. But if somebody says you have to do this because this is what society implies, I'd be like, hit the road. You know, I don't think anybody should be told what to do. You might need some direction. You might need some guidance. You might say, hey, I want to learn the guitar. I'm having a hard time with these YouTube tutorials. I'm having a hard time reading sheet music. You know, maybe you need somebody in front of you. It could be me. It could be anybody to say, all right, let's get you on the right path. Where do you want to start?
Right.
And then from there, that path, you might have had a certain path, but now it's going to go off in another direction because somebody said, I think this could work. I really think if more people were open-minded and less judgmental and less critical, I think the world would be a happier place. I mean, I'm naive in that regard. I'm a Pollyanna in that regard, but that's what I truly believe.
I mean, yes. I think that if people were to just sit down and know that other people are different and that everybody deserves to be celebrated in their own creativity and achievements. And
Yes. Yes.
nobody's better than anybody. I mean, in reality of it all, you can be, you know, of course someone's going to be better than you. They play more different than you, or they have a different style and you like that better. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody can, sing and dance and be retarded and it be okay. And then the problem is that everybody thinks that it's, we were taught to, well, in my generation, I was taught to be seen and not heard, so like, and I guess in the generation before me, I guess it would have basically been the same thing. So as young children, we grew up, being seen and not heard, following the old rule, I mean, grandfathered into it, I guess. So, it's just, breaking free of that understanding and kind of just, kind of just doing whatever the hell you want.
Well, talking about generations, I was also taught to be seen and not heard. See, I don't understand that. That's
I mean, you went into the grocery store and your mom had to go grocery shopping. So it was like, don't touch nothing. Don't da 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 da. You're to be seen, not heard. Like,
okay.
so like that's what we did. It was automatic. It was an automatic thing. So, now everybody is afraid to be seen and heard. I mean, you're seen, of course, as a day to day, your body's here, whatever. But you're not heard. And the same thing in like relationships too, as well. Women are, accepting lower vibrational men because it's what they're used to as a child. They're not growing up and, hitting that level of, well, this man is, this way and this way and this way and this way, and he is good for me, instead of, this man bitches about me spending too much money. This man does this man does that. He's toxic. He has a lot of red flags, but I'm just going to go with him because, that's what we're used to.
Yeah. Okay. So with what you just said and what Kim interjected,
Right.
the generations before us, they definitely had that. I call it a 1950s stigma. Don't embarrass me. Make sure your shoes are clean. Don't play in the mud. Basically, don't be a kid. And you grow up thinking, what?
It's okay to be like that sometimes. It's also, I think it's like a very big, that I really have a high respect for the that time error of the I mean, most of it was not that way, but there was some that were that way, that old country like love in that era. You know what I mean? Like having that same respect as the 1930s, but still not, you know what I mean? Like crossing the line with it. I mean, I think women were basically, degraded for a very long time.
Yes.
Back in, was it Pharaoh days, you had to actually, learn the past of a woman before they could, wear the wig and have long hair like women, so like I think women are a lot more powerful than what everybody makes them out to be. And maybe that's why we were fighting for women's rights and stuff like that, is because they had to put us down because we are that powerful. And
What I get. I totally get that. But I guess my point, my perspective, and again, it's purely my opinion.
Right.
The era that I grew up in, it was very much, have children, but try to make them grow up faster than they should. And all I can really say is I can't say all parents. That's too general. Some parents won't let their kids be kids. They live too vicariously through their children, and they want them to grow up really fast and start doing adult things at an early age. It's like, you know what? You what is that? As an adult, it's your time to life and do what you want. And there's no somebody. Okay, no, you're absolutely right. I feel like, I tell people I'm 53, but my hair and my heart still think I'm 18. I'm enjoying life more now because I feel I have, I always said when I turned 30, somebody lifted a blanket off my face. Up until I was 30, I felt like I had to almost abide by society's whims. And when I turned 30, it was like, screw that, I'm going to do what I want. And
I think that's again an understanding like what your soul signed up for too as well. Like if you're into astrology at all or any kind of spiritual outlook on life, I think that you should definitely take a deep understanding to who it is you really, really are. I mean, yes, some of us do go through shitty ass childhoods. I mean, There's tons of us that do, and I think the point of it is not to lose yourself within it. You know,
Exactly.
growing up with a single mom that she raised us. I was forced to be a child, um, and not at all. So, like, my mom went to work, and I was the oldest girl. So, that was something that fell on me, to take responsibilities that, were they mine to bury? I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, if you think about it in another sense, if we were in a village in Indy, I don't even rightfully know, somewhere off in the middle of nowhere. I mean, would it be my responsibility to help out as a member? Absolutely. I think
Yeah.
that people underestimate what let a child be a child. Absolutely. Let them have that free heart. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that you can't teach a child at a young age. I mean, children at the age of 11 are hunters over in a different country. You know what I mean? They go and kill stuff. You know, other children on the other side of the world walk around with machine guns. Am I saying it's fair or political? No,
Yeah.
but I think people underestimate what the mindset and the strength of a child is. You can learn a lot from a child. I mean, in a sense. I mean, my children have taught me every day. I let them be children, absolutely, but I also carry that thumb from, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you a very funny story because I'm all for serious talk, but since we're talking about your children and my children, like kids be kids,
Right.
We raise kids to always think for themselves,
Right.
And unfortunately, life wants to mold you in a certain way so that they feel comfortable, and our kids they're just like, no, we'll have none of that. But the funny story with my daughter, when she was about 13, 14 years old, she was experimenting with hair dye. She would grow her hair, cut it a certain way, dye it all these funky colors. And I think it was one of her teachers asked her, what does your father say about you doing with your hair? And she says, he buys the dye for me. And it's, excuse me, excuse me again, sorry. And I think some parents would kind of look funny, like, wait, your parents actually let you do this? And it's like, well, why not? Why not? Did we freeze again?
No, kind of a little bit. It's fine. I
There
can
we go.
still hear you perfectly well.
Okay. But, what I thought was really funny was that people expected, what the heck's going on with my phone? Sorry about that. But people expected, and I'm like, look at me. With my glasses, I look like Ben Franklin when he's Geddy Lee. So you're going to have quirky parents. You're going to grow up kind of quirky and kind of eccentric, which is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. And we taught our kids to embrace that side. Like, okay, it's okay to be different. It's okay to dye your hair a funky color. If you want to wear a particular type of shoes, I mean, I have funky sneakers, that's, I think, being average scares me. That's how I look at it. Being mundane bothers me. For some people, they choose to live like that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You do what you do. Just don't tell me. Don't tell my kids. You might want to tone it down a little bit. You might want to not wear that. It's like, are you hurting anybody? No. You're not hurting anybody. You just do your thing, man. Just do your thing.
That's right.
Remember your lines. Don't rip up the furniture.
And if you don't remember your lines, freaking make them the fuck up. All right, just roll with
Yeah.
it. Just
Improvise.
roll with it. It's
Improvise.
not even that serious. Yeah.
No,
I
what
mean,
you know, what did David Lee Roth say? You know, don't what was the exact quote? Was don't sweat the little stuff because everything in life is little stuff. So it's so
That's
true,
right.
though.
That is very right. Well, Steve, I do want to thank you very much for coming on with me. If you
Thank
have
you.
any
Glitches.
more I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all these glitches. I don't
That's
know what the heck's
okay.
going on. So
It's quite all right. If you do you have any more announcements about do you guys know when you're going to be releasing, or are you guys still working on that record? Stop.
yeah, we have 4 songs, in demo form.
Right.
We're going to work on a tune this Wednesday. I'd like to have 8 songs as a band, and then I want to do 1 song like solo acoustic. I haven't done an acoustic tune on an album in a while. Again, it's got to come natural, But I have ideas, and if they work, they work. If they don't, then they don't go on the album. Like I said, we're hoping to start recording in May, and then take us to the last CD. We started in May and we ended in June. I released the first single, "Never Be the Same," in July to drum up business and interest. And of course, people went, "Oh my God, I got to buy the CD." And then when the CD came out in August, it was selling like crazy, which was awesome. It's still to this day, it's the fastest selling album I've ever had. And if this next CD follows that trend, great. If not, at least I know I'm writing, and the guys that are with me, we're going to produce some quality music, and it's up to the public to say, yeah, this is great stuff, or now we're going to pass. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. I can't be too bothered with convention. Like, okay, does this sound commercial enough? Is this radio friendly? I mean, I've defied so many odds. I've had people tell me, well, you'll never get on the radio because you have no vocals and your music's too weird. And, if you sounded more like Foo Fighters, and, if you sounded less like this, and I'm like, it's like that story with, I think it was with The Who, where they said, we can't sign you. There's too much feedback. If Pete Townsend said, okay, I'll tone it down, we wouldn't have The Who. We wouldn't have the Beatles if they listened to everybody saying, people don't want to hear guitar music anymore. It's dead. You got to break convention. You got to stick it to the man, so to speak. And
Mr. Shannon, how are you?
hello, Shannon, on my phone. Hello, Shannon. But yeah, as far as to wrap up your question, if I can get the album out August, that'd be fantastic. But I'm not going to put a time limit on it. If we could do May recording, August release, great.
Absolutely. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Let me know, and then we'll see if we can't, keep it on there. I'll at least keep one of those songs on in the morning, to kind of generate it through. If you have some free time on the 26th of January, we will be doing the Masquerade Party out at Leo's Live with Power Surge. We do encourage a whole bunch of artists to come out and just kind of support and give them, so we do a family dinner at 5:00, but we open the doors up at 6. I agree. There you go. He says he agrees with you.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
But yeah, so we bring the artists out and we have dinner with them. And then we do a live interview from Osment Entertainment, and then we have them perform live, and we kind of make it into like a personal party type deal. So it's like we put like a theme to each one. This one is the masquerade party because we were doing it to celebrate my birthday. So we kind of wanted to do something a little bit eccentric, a little out there. So that's what we decided for January. Me and the girls, actually Anthony, the guitarist of Power Surge, his girlfriend, and then also the lead singer of Power Surge, which is Sam Martin. And we all kind of decided. Actually, we were at Jeffree Styles' benefit at Leo's when we decided all this. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. If you don't have anything, come out and hang out with us. There will be a lot of artists out there. I encourage artists to come out there, all kinds of different artists. So there's plenty of genres out there. I feel as regardless of what you do or how you do it, I feel like you can learn something from everybody, especially in the music industry. Everybody has different avenues, regardless whether it be metal, country, rock, pop, rap, whatever. Everybody has different avenues, and it's always nice to get those different avenues. You know what I mean? Plus, it's nice to support. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
My labradoodle is being bad.
Mommy, look. Mommy, look at my makeup.
All right, sweetheart. Well, I
Closely.
do want to.
I love my cat, but
What's that?
I said I got the door closed upstairs. I mean, I love my cat, of course, but if my cat wants treats, you can hear meowing in the background all morning.
Yeah, I have a labradoodle, and he is a big ass baby. So he kind of likes to pop around everywhere, like everywhere. But he's too big for that, so he can't. He can't do all that.
Mom, look at my makeup.
Okay. Well, I do want to thank you for coming on. I am going to go ahead and wrap this up since we're hitting right about 2 hours. We are going to roll some original music a little bit at the end too as well. So if you guys want to stay in and hear the original music that's been turned in, to kind of give them a like on either YouTube or Spotify or wherever you can find them, on Facebook. They're all on Facebook, so I'm pretty sure, but I'll bet money on it. So look up their Facebook, give them a like, a share. Steve, I do want to thank you so much for coming on, dude, and spending the morning with us. I am sorry that you had, some complications there to begin with, but at least we got it going, and you were able to get it all situated.
Wasn't easy.
It's all right, homie. It's all right. Everything has a little bit of issues. We weren't supposed to start till a little bit late. That's all that matters. But I do want to thank you, dude, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much again for coming on with us.
You too.
Yes, sir. Guys, we're going to roll in some original music still yet. So we will be playing just a couple of the bands here. I want to give out some announcements first. We were playing Shitty Neighbor by Level the Planet. Helena Has a Time Machine by Chasing Supernovas. Let Me Down by Coming Home, the band. Dehumanize by Get Out of Nashville. We also did play Chasing Airplanes, Highly Qualified, Level the Planet, Watch It Burn. If you do want to get your music added on to the show, please just contact me. Either you can contact myself, or you could also PM me on Facebook too as well. So we will be going into the original music now, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will be back in the morning. Tomorrow we have, let's see here. Who do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow, that's right. We have Brian with the dudes, and then we also have Tony at night. So, yeah. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. Brian in the morning from the dudes. I don't know if you know who he is, but go check him out. He's really awesome. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the live music. Have a good day, y'all.
Mommy.
You know what? You seem pretty cool. Boy, was I a fool. Miss Queen, bitch. Moved next door, thinking you were royalty. Shitty notes on my door. Keep it down, bitch. I rock this how I need. You couldn't concentrate. I don't care what you say. This noise will penetrate. Go ahead, call HOA. I'll just throw a big party for spaghetti, spaghetti. Bring my crown, put your ego to the ground. Face down, I'll put the world upside down. Away from me. You're over. I went and texted. You didn't answer my text. I'm letting you know I'm falling on always don't play. Wish we could have worked this out. You care less of others around. Bitch, please stop crying. Your tears are like dry spaghetti. Stop blocking the driveway. Get the fuck out of my way. You can't keep me down. I'm not turning down myself. Till we feel move the fuck out. Right now this shit'll never work out. Away from me. When you're over, I shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor. Get the fuck away from me, you crazy bitch! I'm not turning down my sound. Go call the fucking cops. Bye. Away from me. You're over. Shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor, shitty neighbor. Fuck off, little Miss Clown.
To believe when
get alive again.
Love's therapy is not worth it. Never thought I'd be so undeserving to be abandoned. I take my chances. I find inner peace. Why? My doctor said he could fix me. My lack of reality. Load me up with the chemicals. I hope you put it slip right chocolate. I can't smile for the camera when I can't feel the pain. I wanna feel alive again. We're screaming out. This ain't gonna fit for my chest and carrying out the same. I wanna feel alive again. We're screaming out.
I wanna get alive again. I wanna get alive.
In glass houses, 'cause I hate my reflection. Throw out all the meds they jammed in my head, 'cause I can't take direction.